The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm not releasing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all.
Ei menina, mostra o teu poder. Desliza no beat, faz acontecer. O mundo gira ao teu redor. Com esse swing, tu é maior. Mexe, remexe sem parar. Essa energia vai te levar. Chão tremendo, todo mundo a dançar. É o baile que nunca vai acabar.
Sobe o clima, sente o calor. Requebra no ritmo, sente o amor. Vem no flow, não pode negar. Essa vibe é nossa, pode acreditar. Mexe, remexe sem parar. Essa energia vai te levar. Chão tremendo, todo mundo a dançar. É o baile que nunca vai acabar. Nunca vai acabar.
the roads we travel, the journey of our lives. Take another picture before we say goodbye. Arm in arm we're standing side by side. Memories fade but legends never die. One last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our own way, take control of our fate. And like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes. And we'll be back one day. I got dreams, wanna go fast. Know this energy's here to last. Not a glass half full, overflow that. Gotta keep your eyes up on the prize. Only got one life, so it's worth a try. To find what makes you feel alive, that's the only way to live it right. And now we're all doing our own thing, but I'll never forget our glory days. My mind is full of the memories, yeah. And I'll never forget what they meant to me. Don't worry, we'll be back one day to celebrate our glory days. Although it's over now, don't let it get you down. We'll be back around. For now we can feel some sorrow. A new day, it starts tomorrow. We'll wake up, new dreams to follow. A new goal and brand new motto. Last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our own way, take control of our fate. And like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes. And we'll be back one day. The roads we travel, the journey of our lives. Take another picture before we say goodbye. Arm in arm we're standing side by side. Memories fade but legends never die. One last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday. And we will find our own way, take control of our fate. And like a car with no brakes, crash and learn, make mistakes. And we'll be back one day. We'll be back one day. fast. Know this energy's here to last. Not a glass half full overflowed. Gotta keep your eyes up on the prize. Only got one life, so it's worth a try. To find what makes you feel alive. That's the only way to live it right. And now we're all doing our own thing, but I'll never forget our glory days. My mind is full of the memories, and I'll never forget what they meant to me. Don't worry, we'll be back one day to celebrate.
Hello, so we welcome all the viewers to 25th Chessbrainz Club Arena. I'm none other than Abhishek and we have Coach Bhavna with us. Hi Bhavna, are you excited for the kids taking on each other?
Yes, sir. Super excited to see what interesting positions will get on the board today.
Definitely. So it's almost a week since the kids have played against each other and today they are going to take on each other again. And so basically we are first going to give them a bit of puzzle solving before they actually dive into a real game. And we have a checkmate in one position coming up right now. So to all the viewers and students, it's a time to warm up yourself before the real tournament begins. And
Definitely.
here is the first position for all of you. In this position, we are playing with the black pieces, and you have to find a checkmate in one move. Can you find it? If you do so, type it in the chat. So the puzzle is really easy to solve and there is nothing difficult in this. You can definitely take on it. I'm just zooming the screen so you can see the coordinates better. Parents, please ask your kids to join this puzzle solving session before we actually dive into the real game. And to all the viewers, if you also know the answers, please type your answer in our chat. The live chat is there.
Yeah, this one is looking like an queen and helper checkmate, right?
Definitely, it's a queen and a helper checkmate.
Yes.
But we need to see who finds the answer first. We see who is really excited to go into the tournament with a good warm up. Let's see who takes on it first. Well, is it too difficult that we haven't got an answer yet?
I guess this one is very easy for our kids. They already know how to make a checkmate using queen and helper, using
Definitely.
other pieces as well, right?
Okay, I think we should reveal this answer. Can you help us to find this answer?
Yes, sir, for sure. Moving queen on f2 square.
But if the
Oh,
queen goes on
sorry.
f2,
That time
where is
king will
king?
move on d3 square. There is an escaping square left. We can move queen on e4.
Definitely. When the queen drives herself to e4, she attacks
Yes,
all the squares around the king and the f2 is taken care by the bishop. So that leads
yes,
to an
yes.
instant checkmate in one move. Let's move to the next puzzle for today. In this position, we are playing with the black's pieces and we have to deliver a checkmate on the white's king in next one move. Let's see who finds it first. Wow. We need to know a tactic if we have to solve this puzzle. And yes, it's a mate in one with the black pieces, but you need to be tactically really sound to find the right move here.
Yeah, it's looking like a tactical puzzle.
Yes. So basically, we have to use the pin to get the checkmate here. Okay. So here the move is first we need to see where the king can go. So it can only go to b3. So we need to see how can we attack where he can go and where he is. The move is none other than knight captures on d4. The
Yes.
knight takes the pawn, attacks the king, attacks the square where it can go, and the queen is taking care of the rest of the squares. Most of our viewers must be wondering why this pawn cannot capture the knight. The reason is this rook inserting this pawn on the king. And that's how it leads to a wonderful checkmate. It's
Yeah,
time to move to the next stage. Yes. It's time to move to the next stage. Now we are going ahead with a mate in two, and let's see who finds it. Okay. Leeches is having some server problem, but not a problem to us. I'll just directly fix it. Okay, so in this position, we are playing with the black's pieces and we have to checkmate the white's king in next two moves. Let's see who finds this sequence first.
it's looking a bit hard for me as well.
Okay, no, it is not that hard as it seems. It is really, really easy. Let's see if any of our viewers can find it. I'm really waiting for them to participate.
Yeah, I can check.
So there is no one so far who can make this thing work. So the first move is a check. It's a hint to all the viewers. It's just a normal check and you will be able to spot this mate in two. Okay, it's time to reveal the answer. Coach, would you like to take on this, the first move?
Sir, moving queen on h2.
Yes, that's the right move. You move the queen to h2 and then the king is forced to step on f1. Now, this poor old king is not having any squares to move around itself. And it's
Yes.
time to give the final blow.
I guess moving bishop on h3.
Exactly. Bishop h3 is the way you step your bishop on h3 and it's over. Now, bishop to d3 doesn't work because the rook can still intervene. So, bishop h3 that does it effortlessly. Let's do one more puzzle.
Yeah, sure.
In this position, we are playing with the black's pieces, and again it's a mate in two.
Feel some sorrow, a new day, it starts tomorrow. We'll wake up, new dreams to follow, a new goal and brand new motto. One last time, let's live for something. I can feel my blood, it's rushing. This ain't goodbye, we'll be back someday, and we will find a new way. Take control of your day, and like a queen with no grace, crushing where make mistakes, and we'll be back one day.
Okay, so I guess no one have found the right sequence till now. Coach, have you found the first move?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, so the first move is again a check. It's a hint to all the viewers as well. If you can find this mate into, try to be the first one.
What about moving pawn on f3?
Okay, now opponent have two responses in to this move. After moving the pawn to f3, opponent can either move the king to g3 or the knight can capture the pawn on f3. There are two ways how white can respond here. The problem is after the king goes on g3, you don't have a follow-up check, so that doesn't work.
Yes.
No one has found it till now. Okay, let's see who does it first.
Yes, bishop goes on h3 must be a good move.
That is a very solid move, and that forces the king to make a capture here. Can you spot a
Yes.
mate in one after that?
Then we moved
Just a
queen
mate
on.
in one.
Yes.
Yes, the queen. We drive the queen to g4, and that just simply does a checkmate again.
Yes.
Oh, I think it's going really, really well. I think one of the viewer has also found the move there. So they have said queen to f3, but again, the problem with queen to f3 is the knight can easily capture your queen. So it's rather queen to g4.
Yes.
Okay, I think it's looking really sound. We are just 3 minutes away from diving in the tournament. So let's take the last puzzle for the day. It's a maiden three, and I'm sure most of you are already prepared for it. Just an easy puzzle before we go, and why not? Then we are going to see the real clash. Yeah. So this is the checkmate in three moves, and we are playing with the white pieces. Let's see who finds it first.
Feel some sorrow. A new day, it starts tomorrow. We'll wake up, new dreams to follow. A new goal and bring it on. One last time, let's live for something I can feel. My body's rushing. Say goodbye. We'll be back someday. And we will find a new day. Take control of your day. And like a queen with no wings, pressure will make mistakes. And we'll be there one day.
Okay. So,
No one suggested any move yet.
oh, I was expecting someone to at least find the first move, if not anything. Have you found the first move till now?
Somehow I can say moving f4 pawn, but maybe that was is not good because knight and that pawn on g5 is attacking on that one.
That's true. So first move is basically a check here, and it starts with bishop to g6. Now it's a mate in two. Let's see if someone can find a simple mate in two before going in the real tournament.
Yeah, now it's looking like easy.
Yes,
Hmm.
it is lemon easy now.
Somehow.
Exactly. It's really, really easy. So I think the tournament has already started. It's queen takes g7, rook intervention. Queen takes the rook with the bishop's protection, and the game is off. It's
Yes.
time to dive in the only moment we all are waiting for. So the tournament is just coming in front of you. and we are going to take on all the requests which has came so far to us. Now,
Yeah.
the first request for the day came from Jaden, so we are going to take their game quickly. Yeah, Jaden. So Jaden is currently on the He's on the second seeding. Jaden is playing from the pieces of black, and Adhiraj is playing from the pieces of white. So we are in the early opening right now.
Yes.
Bhavna, what is your take on this position?
Jaden is playing well right now. He developed their pieces very well and make the castle very quickly. And if we think about the whites at Adhiraj's pieces, that pieces are now developed. Yeah, now it's looking like amazing. Like three pieces are attacking on the same target.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, what just happened? The knight was pinned on the queen, right?
Yes.
And white started putting pressure on the pin piece. Black thought it's an exchange which will cause them nothing, but as soon as they took this knight, the queen is hanging, and white took no time to capture the black's queen, and black is a royal piece down.
Yes.
What has just happened?
Adhiraj played a good traps. Very good
Yes, it
tactics
was a
right now.
good trap by Adhiraj, but I think Jaden could have taken a bit of more time before making their next move, right? They could have double
Yes.
checked it.
Yeah, we can say that. Now it's just capturing.
Now I think White will have no difficulty winning this game completely.
Yes. Queen is in a good square.
Yes. Now it's just a matter of getting those helpers with the queen and then going for the mating attack on the black king.
Yes.
There can be idea of a4, and yes, if pawn to a5, then the bishop is going to get trapped. So black played pawn to a5 to create some escape for create some loft for the bishop, and
Yes.
also to challenge the white's space advantage on the queen side.
Yes.
What are you going to play here as white?
In this position as a white, I probably move my rook on b1. Other rook on b1 square.
Okay, like
Which
this,
is on
right?
a1 square, moving rook on that b1 so that I'll capture the pawn and attacking on bishop and somehow moving the rook uh, in the back rank of the black side. It's not possible yet, but it kind of we can do that.
Definitely. That's a very good strategy actually that the kids can also use after they complete their games.
Yes.
Okay, the position seems currently definitely the white is better, and the bishop is going to have now tough time if white finds pawn to c5, because now this bishop is completely limited in its movement, right? The black won't be
Yes.
able to use it properly for the rest of the game. Bishop has went on e5. Now this is a good strategy by black here.
Yes.
Also, what is white actually doing right now? White is trying to simplify the position by exchanging pieces. So when black is going to be left with nothing, it will be very easy for the white to convert that game with the queen. So they are
Yes.
trying to exchange pieces and they are liquidating the position for themselves.
Yes. When we have extra pieces, it's better to exchange the pieces.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
white looks in a different mode today. They're threatening the f7, and their main idea was to take with the queen. The king goes on h8, and then queen can further take on g8, leading g7, leading to a mate. But this somehow
Yes.
still found the sequence. Now, if queen f7, it still threatens that mate in one after king goes to h7 or h8. Let's see if white can find this. Yes, white spent no time, and white is looking to their first victory right now. Right now.
Yeah.
Black has found the right defense here.
Yeah. Only defense right now, moving g8.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, white is bringing their king to f1. There can be two reasons to this. Okay, black is trying to sort of create use their passer and try to get a new queen for them, but the position is still not something that we can. It can turn really. It can turn to both sides. I'm rather going to say, but I think white is still better.
Yes.
Well, can you tell our viewers why the king is marching out of its castle at this point?
So what? Please repeat.
Why the king is marching out of its castle right now?
Okay, to help these other pieces to make a checkmate, obviously.
That is correct. So, in the end game, one of the idea is to bring your king in the center because
Yes.
we are left with limited number of pieces in the end game. So, it is important for us to use a king as one of the piece of our team because that's where even the king counts. And here the idea might be to take on probably this passer because you need two attackers on this guy to take it down. Otherwise, it can queen up really soon, right?
Yes.
That can be one of the ideas as well.
Also, we can move somehow king on g6 square, then we can capture the pieces easily.
Queen to g6 is also a very good way to go here. But black has just resigned in this position, and I was not expecting a resignation by the black genuinely because their passer went to the second rank. I know the game
Yes.
was difficult, but maybe playing could have given them more opportunity, right?
Yes.
Okay, good game by both the players. We can take on the next request now. The next request we are getting is for Sean. Let's
Sure.
quickly take on their key. Okay, Sean has not joined our tournament till now. Now we are getting a request for Shrivant. What a luck for Adhiraj. Just now we featured their game in the first comment. Now we took a game for Shrivan and Adhiraj is paired against him again. So Adhiraj is
Yes.
again playing black and Shrivant is playing white. Adhiraj was
Yes.
playing white in his last game. Let's see how both kids will make out of their first game. So we will see how this position came up. The game started with the king's pawn, generally getting your pawn out. Okay. White is trying some early trap in the position. I see that coming in.
Bringing queen.
But I'm not able to understand what is the trap because I've not seen it before.
Same, I didn't understand what they are doing.
Would you prefer our kids getting their queen out early?
I don't think moving queen too early in a game is a good idea. Only that time we can bring if we know how to make a trap and how to use queen in the very beginning. But right now, Shrivant is just moving queen in the center at very starting. That time, no need to bring the queen. It's better to move the minor pieces.
That is absolutely correct.
Ye-
Your queen is a royal piece, so
Yes,
you want her to survive for more time in the game and give you good value on the board.
yes,
Getting your queen out and she can become a target for your opponent to attack, like just see black got their queen out on d4 trying to threaten some quick attack on f2 at some point. Currently it's well defended though, but white found a wonderful move to punish this queen development with bishop to
yes,
e3 and setting up a skewer on the c5 bishop.
yes.
Now, queen found a check, but I don't think if this will make a big difference for the white here.
Yeah. Bishop will come in between, and still both bishop and queen are attacking.
That is true.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of queen swings are there, even this. Maybe the rook is now going to fall soon,
Yes.
but we never know. Because after, okay, now it's certain that queen is going to capture the rook on even. Somehow this has worked fine, but even the queen can get trapped on a1 as well, right?
Yes.
Now the queen cannot go out. She can take the knight though, but if white finds the right move, maybe let's say queen to c2, the queen is going to be completely trapped in that corner for the rest of the game. And white can
Yes.
slowly then figure out to okay.
Mhm.
Here, black just continued, white just continued the game. They gave up on their knight. They didn't defended it. And they tried a discovery, but I'm still wondering, is that a blunder because the queen can still win the rook?
Yes. And now it's
Okay.
easy.
Yeah. Now it's pretty easy for black to convert this. They are
Yes.
they are having heavy material advantage right now.
Yeah.
And what did black just do? Can you tell our viewers about it? Like, what was the idea of black here?
Just sacrificing the pieces and bring the other pieces on the game.
They simplified. They said, okay, if your queen will stay in the game for long run, then then your queen can do some damage back to my team as well, right? We'll trade
Yeah.
down the queens. After the queens are off the game, you cannot do anything to me with just like one piece. And again, they did one more exchange here actually. Okay, here they just took the white. They took the white's bishop here, and now white is left with a sole knight. I
Yes.
don't think if this lone knight is enough to do anything.
Yeah, black has four pieces yet.
Yeah. And
Mm.
Black did a wonderful strategy. He said, I will trade down the queens. And if you don't have the queen, how are you going to come back without a queen? So beautiful example of a simplification here. And
Yes.
now few moves have been played here, but again, it's all leading to the black side. Okay, let's take on the next request because I'm really sure there is no way White can win this game. Both
Yeah.
players played well, but I think the kids can take a bit of more time and come up with a better moves in the position.
Yeah, yes. That's true. Aryavansh.
Yeah. Now we are getting a request for Kailash. We have featured his games in our previous streams as well, and he's a very talented kid. All of them are talented, but this kid is, hardworking and, he's different. So here we are again in the opening.
Yeah, still.
Kailash is playing with black and Viraj is playing with the white pieces. The rating difference is only of 100 point between both the players.
Yes.
Can you? Oh, okay. So
Good strat.
black found a wonderful tactic.
Yes.
There was a bishop exchange here, and after pawn recapture, black immediately found a fork in the position, which forks the white rook and the white queen at once. And
Yes.
now white needs to give one of his pieces. So they gave their rook because queen was obviously more valuable, and black is now slightly better in the position.
Yes. Kailash created this trap wonderfully. Just
Yes,
moving bishop on that square. Yeah.
yes. It was a very good strategy that he found.
Yes.
Okay, now one of the easy strategies. Okay, not only that, when the knight jumped on d5, Kailash again found a fork. So
Yeah.
he again found like a fork on the knight and bishop, and white
Yeah.
ended up losing one more piece. White exchanged here, but exchanging pieces when you have less material only
Yeah.
helps your opponent. And
Yes.
now you see that now White said, I don't want to exchange, and they took the rook away. They said, I'm tired of exchanging pieces. I have few pieces left, and I don't want to give up on them. Otherwise, how am I going to play the rest of the game? And on the other hand, Black is looking to bring more pieces and try for more exchanges.
Yeah, obviously. Moving three pieces in a straight line and just like
Yes,
making batteries, we can say.
definitely. So there is going to be a battery, and this battery will help Black further to exchange pieces with White. White is
Yes.
trying again, but that's not enough. Currently, the idea of Queen h5 is to get the pawn on b5.
Yes.
Okay, another fork. How much fork is Kailash going to bring in one game? Now the rook is off the game after a fork on the king and the rook.
Yeah. One.
Okay, now I see that Kailash is setting up a trap in the position. He's going
Yes.
to go for a mating attack.
Yeah, looking like
What
that.
are you going to play here as black, like one move back here, to set up a mating attack on the white team?
Right now, if I am playing with the black, then I'll move my rook on. That is f7.
Exactly. Rook to f7 is not a bad strategy to maybe attack the queen. But if you go rook to f2, that allows you to further create pressure on g2 with
Yes.
your rook and the queen in a sleeping battery, and then you go for a mating attack on the white's king after that
Yeah,
slowly and steady.
that is all right.
Both players are just doing the cleanup, and I think now it's a good time for black to exchange queens and just completely take the win to their side.
Yes.
Okay, how the white is going to avoid this exchange, right? It's a pin. Have you
Black is
heard
not.
that quote? Pin it to win it.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard about it.
So after this pin, they cannot even escape the exchange. And after the exchange, obviously, white just decided to resign because it's an evident win for the Kailash here. Let's take on the next request quickly. Both players have played really, really well. Now we are getting a request for Rudransh. Okay, so Rudransh is playing from the pieces of white and Rehan is playing from the pieces of black. What is your take on this position? How do you see this?
Rudransh is in a good position,
Yes,
and yeah, he made a good move right now.
yes. This check was important to not only win the pawn, but to
Yes.
even mobilize your queen. And this was also a fork.
Fork, yes.
What a day for fork today. Like, you were attacking this rook once, and with this check, you attacked it twice with a check. So now white ended up winning a rook from the black, and white is a complete rook up.
Yes.
Queen has went on f6 here. Oh, that is a blunder. Why would you give your queen to a rook?
Yeah.
It looks like this is a misplacement of piece,
Yeah,
just a
maybe.
slip of hand, I guess. Kids don't do that on purpose. I know that pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, who wants to lose, right? Each and every
Obviously.
player wants to win. That's
Yes,
obvious.
definitely.
Okay, now can you give a strategy? Let's say if you are playing white, what is the easiest strategy for the white to win here?
The easiest strategy to for white to win is making a promotion, obviously. When we
Yes,
make a promotion, we have a lot of pieces there, and this black pawn is not going to make a promotion because queen and king are there. They will capture easily, and that white pawn is on a8. That is unstoppable pawn. No one can stop that one. King is far away from that one.
exactly. And checkmating with two queens is really, really easy. But if
Yes,
the kid is wishing more, it looks like the kid might go for one more queen. We never know.
yeah.
Uh, it looks like, okay. Let's see how this game finishes up.
Three queens
Because
game.
if we have seen in past games, sometimes getting too many queens can also get a stalemate, right?
Yeah,
So
somehow.
again, we don't recommend getting too many queens. Two queens, one rook, one queen is I think sufficient to perform a roller checkmate and
Yes.
simply end up into a victorious position.
Yes. Yeah, two queens are enough to make a checkmate.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Now What is black going to do? Okay, it is going to be a smooth execution. Yes, it's a simple mate, and Rudransh has converted this game into a win for themselves.
Yes.
Both players played really, really well here.
Yes. Just one blunder, that moving queen accidentally on that square.
Yes, but
Yeah.
before that also, I think Rehan was already a rook
Yeah,
down because of
Rehan is
that queen
already.
fork.
Yes.
So yeah, the queen blunder costed, but I think tactically, I think this Rudransh outplayed him completely. Is how I saw that game.
Yes.
Now we are getting a request for Aryavansh. Yeah. So, oh, again Rehan this time. So Aryavansh is playing from the pieces of black, and he's taking on Rehan. Just now we featured their game, and he's also having a good luck getting featured for the second time. Uh,
Yes.
yeah, that's a good thing. Again, he has one more chance to show himself as a good player, and definitely this is a practice tournament, so he'll gain some. Okay,
That's it.
now the knight has captured the bishop. Queen takes is an important way to go here.
Yes.
Pawn takes is coming. This position currently looks even Steven for both the players.
Yeah.
What can we play here as black to continue to improve our position further?
Right now, it's better to capture the pawn. Yeah.
That is absolutely correct. And there was a free pawn given by the white. Maybe the idea can include to get an open fight, but I don't see because their own pawn is like blocking their
Yes.
rook further, if even if that happens.
Yes.
Okay, would you prefer taking the pawn on b2 or are you going to skip it?
Mm,
The kid
I
has
think,
taken it in the real game, but it's a question in general.
yeah, I'll capture the pawn for sure.
Okay. So basically, capturing this pawn is a good thing because it is creating isolated pawns in the position.
Yes.
But the problem is this is called as a poison pawn in the chess terms because
Mm,
now after rook to b1, the white is going to not only attack the bishop of black, but they are also going to win the pawn on b7. So it is sort of
yes.
a trap. You win my pawn, but then I not only win a tempo on your bishop, and then I also take your pawn back, and my rook comes on your seventh rank. And we
Yeah.
know that rooks actually love the seventh rank, right? They can be really devastating if they enter the seventh rank. So yeah, they should avoid, but in some cases, definitely you can take.
I learned a new things today, sir.
Yeah.
That it's good to not capture a piece on that one square.
Yeah, these like opponent always like have a counter attack there.
Yes.
I think and okay, here the black is trying to create a loft for the king, like to go out of the back rank if that comes to them.
Hmm.
But I don't think there was a need of that. They could have maybe focused on getting their rook into the game somehow. Okay, to get this rook into the game, one idea can be to move this pawn repeatedly and then try to do a rook lift in the future. Or
Yes.
you can move your rook to some other file, let's say, and then you can start doing the same idea.
Yes.
Also, did you pay attention to one more thing? Aryavansh is slightly down on time.
Oh.
He's just like having 43 seconds left in his clock, and there is no increment in this tournament.
Oh,
So this
yes.
can make it challenging for this kid. He needs to be slightly controlled in his nerves, but still playing fast.
I think he's taking time to make a strategies, but he's not looking at the time.
If you play right now this move, then it leads to mate in one plus it heads to rook at the same time. I'm really
Yes.
keen if he finds this. Okay, he's going for the same attack, which we said. But I guess queen, this was better. Even though there is one problem after this
Yes.
queen to e4. But isn't that a blunder?
Yeah, somehow we can say
Queen takes, rook takes. Queen captured the rook. Now you can't take my queen because I take your queen also. So I got a
yes.
rook plus a queen if you do that. Can he complete it in the last 10 seconds?
Maybe. Yeah, he
Needs
can.
to be, the
Just
kid
giving
needs
check.
to pre-move. I
Now
think
making
rook
it.
check. But the
Good
queen is
move.
taking the rook. That's the problem. Oh,
Oh,
why
he
is
did.
white playing fast? Oh, what just happened? 2 seconds were left in the clock. And after the rook check, it was quite evident queen was taking the rook on e8. He played king to d2 and Aryavansh found a checkmate. What a
Great.
game!
I think
The
both of them
moment
were
where,
at the time. That's why
yeah,
maybe.
Rehan had ample amount of time. He had 2 minutes and
Yes.
25 seconds in his clock. He could have used his time and came up with a better move.
Yes,
But
it's
maybe
better
the
for him.
definitely he could have taken a bit of more time, but he went in with the flow of Aryavansh and that gave Aryavansh a win. Oh wow, what a control of nerves by Aryavansh as well, because he
Yes,
just had
genuine.
2 seconds left and he still found that mate in one move. What a
Yes.
brilliancy by the kid and a good control of the nerves.
Excellent.
Wow. Let's take on the next request. Okay, we are again getting a request for Sean. Let's try to find him. No, Sean is not yet a part of our tournament. Sean needs, please type the Sean's username in the live chat so we can quickly feature his game. In the meantime, we are going to take on the request of Samagra for now. Samagra is playing with the pieces of white and Aiden is playing from the pieces of black. We are currently witnessing an endgame, finally.
Yes.
What do you think? Which army is doing better here?
Still, black is doing better.
That is correct. Now,
Yes.
again, Aiden is in a heavy time pressure because he's only having like 29 seconds left in the clock. You know, the best strategy for the white here was your opponent cannot checkmate you using one bishop and one king, right? So if
Yes,
you just
definitely.
manage to exchange even one pawn with their pawn, either you might get a queen or your opponent just can't mate you for the rest of the game, and it was leading to a draw. But black
Yes.
spotted that and came up with king g5 immediately to not allow this pawn to trade with that only pawn which is left with the white team.
Yes.
And now white has started losing his pawns.
Oh.
Aiden is doing really, really well, but the time is against him right now. And Black offered a pawn exchange. If this happens, so Black will have no chances of winning this. But what just happened? Oh, Black timed out. Black was a piece up, but Black
Yeah.
was not able to take this pawn back. And because this pawn has the power to become a queen, it means white has ended up winning this, and Black ran out of the clock. If the pawn would not have been there in the position and if black runs out of the time, it leads to a draw. But because white has the chance of still getting a queen, it created the position where it went into a victory for white after not having anything. What a game. I think the time was real MVP in this tournament. Now we are getting a request for Sharvi. We are going to take her game. Before that, I would like to give a glimpse of leaderboard to our viewers. So currently, the 25th Chessbrainz Club Arena is going on. The Nithilin is on the 10th position. Samagra is on the 9th position. Sony is on the 8th position. Parth is on the 7th position. Advait is on the sixth position. Afnan is on the fifth position. Viraj is on the fourth position. Rishi is on the third position with 16 points. Sanvi is on the second position with 16 points, and she has been undefeated till now. She has 100% of win rate. And then we have Kailash leading the tournament with another 100% of win rate and six wins in a row till now. Okay, now we are featuring a game of Sharvi. She is playing with white pieces, and Madhav is playing with the black pieces. We are in the opening phase right now. Would you play pawn to h3 in this position as white?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
H3 moving is a good one right now because both of them are attacking on that side. It's possible for black to move their bishop on that square.
exactly. Like the
Yes.
bishop g4 pin can be really annoying here, right? So to
Yes.
avoid that, you can go pawn h3 and you can prevent the black pieces from jumping in your kingdom and doing any chaos.
Yes.
White has managed to get a pin here, and there
Yes.
has been a bishop trade. The position is just developing for both the players till now.
Yes.
Black has decided to break open the center here, so they're definitely looking for some aggressive approach to free up their position. Now
After
black is
cap
having a
yes,
yes,
yes. No, after capturing that pawn on a e6, that is stuck that time. So now it's possible for pawn to activate on that square on d5. Yes.
definitely. And you
Yes.
see that white is the one who is having a center control right now. I
Yes.
mean the black. You know, we rarely see black getting the center control because they make the second move in the game instead of the first one,
Yes.
right? This is not
Definitely.
a common thing, but I think black has played it beautifully, and now they can use their center more and more by pushing these pawns and creating trouble for the white team.
Yes.
So if the knight has jumped back on c3, would you like to exchange a knight for a bishop for a knight if you are playing with black?
No. If I am playing with the black that time, it's a good exchange because that time I am attacking on that b2 pawn.
Okay, so here, once we take this knight down, okay, even this is a very good move that black has found. Their main idea is maybe if white decides to take my knight, then I will take back with a pawn, and that will launch an attack on the white's queen as a discovered attack, but a silent one. White played the queen on e3 here, and the point is after the knight captures, but I don't see any problem with they have saved their queen and they're still keeping their queen connected to the knight. But knight has found a wonderful fork on the queen and the rook here, and queen has saved herself, but the rook needs to go out of the board now, and black is now slightly better in the position. Now, black has maneuvered their knight all the way from d7 to c5, trying to attack this isolated pawn of the white, which has no friendly pawns right now.
Yes.
And black is looking to win more and more material. But white has decided to indeed push that pawn and exchange their weak pawn with a good pawn of black here.
Yes.
The pawn on e4 is now getting stronger and stronger with
Yes.
every single push. If the white pawn is, if this f2 pawn moves in any situation, then this is going to be a passer, which can become
Yes.
a queen in the future as well. Oh, here, black played the pawn on e4, attacking the white knight, and white played bishop to h4. Was that a good idea?
I think it's a bad idea because when
I
bishop captures, yes, sir,
Yes, yeah. Bishop captures them.
then the other knight will capture it and queen will come on that square.
Definitely. So
Yes.
black is still having two attackers here versus we have one defender, right? So anyhow, we are going to lose one extra piece here. And
Yes.
white tried kicking the black's queen out of their kingdom. But what we see indeed, the black says, I want to play aggressive, and they move their queen more forward.
Yes. Also, black can move their rook on f8 square to help the queen on the open file.
Definitely. There can be some
Yes.
ideas coming from here, like you can set up a battery on the f file as black. That's definitely a possibility here. On the other
Yes.
hand, I think white should play pawn to f3 here. If the black captures this pawn, yeah, if they capture, then there's a mating threat. I will not deny that, but
Yeah.
the knight will lose its protection. So again, it is going to be a bit tricky.
Yes.
But maybe if we play pawn f3 and after pawn captures, can we try rook captures f3 here, attacking the knight one more time and creating some play along the f file as white ourselves?
Yes, we can.
This can be a way to free up the position. Some moves have been played in the game till now. And white has found a wonderful fork to
Yes.
come back in the game, and now white is still a piece down here, but white is having a passer along the a file right now.
Yes. There is one more fork using, yes, the same fork. Moving
Oh,
queen.
one more fork has been found. But
Yes.
can you find a move that saves both the pieces of black here without even losing the knight and king altogether?
Moving queen in between. Moving queen on
Yes,
f5. Yes.
yes. Queen to f5 is the way, and that defends the knight and it stops the check as well, right? But
Yes.
black decided to move the king to h5. Here, I think
That,
Madhav has more time, so he can use his time wisely. Sharvi is
yes.
just down on clock. She's having 32 seconds.
Yes.
Still under the time pressure, she's finding like all the tactics. So good to her. But now she moved a pawn and she came under the
Mo-
time pressure, broke the pen, and black spent no time in taking that queen. Not only that, but black even found a mating threat on the board after that. And Madhav
Yes.
has won it. But good game by Sharvi. I see with such a tremendous time pressure, she still found good tactics, like we saw in the last game of Aryavansh as well, right? So the kids
Yes.
have learned how to handle the time pressure as well. That's a very good sign. Okay. Now we are getting a request for Adrit. We are going to take their game. I cannot find the kid's Leech's username. If you type his Leech's name, we will able to quickly find your kid's name. We are going to take a request of Arav right now. Oh, again, what a coincidence. Arav is playing with the black pieces and Madhav is playing with the white pieces. So he's getting featured one more time. That's a good sign for him. And
Yes.
we are in the early opening right now. Okay,
Yes.
there is some trap played by Arav here. He sacrificed his knight for a pawn. He got a pawn and he gave a knight, but he will cover it back using the
Fork.
fork. Yes. So he'll be a pawn up there. Aggressive approach by the black here.
Again
And
fork.
black found another fork. I think it's the day of fork today.
Now we can say.
And yeah, I think black is better now because they have material advantage of around 4 points here, which puts them
Yes.
ahead in the race. Again, the knight is also not having any good square to go, right? To save itself.
Yes.
Okay,
All squares are
knight,
captured.
all of them. The knight just needs to go back from where it came, which is his home square, knight g1. But here, white decided to castle. Okay, why white? You could have played your knight back and saved it and reroute it. You can just put the knight back. You can get it back on some good square and then castle. Maybe white. Okay, white. Maybe white is having the plan to
Yes.
punish the centralized king of black here. Maybe that is the way how he's thinking down those lines. And I think white is doing slightly better after all that.
Yes.
I mean, it's not that easy for the white because they are again lacking a lot of pieces.
Yes.
It is going to be a fun game to see now. Oh, taking this pawn as a. Oh, yes, that's what I was about to say. Taking this pawn as a blunder because after the pawn moved on g5, this was a discovered attack on the h7 queen. And white didn't thought for a second and they decided to take the pawn on g5, which costed their royal queen. I was not expecting this to be genuine here. They had a lot of time, they could have used it. And this is again bringing us back to the same conclusion. We should not withdraw the queens early on the board, right?
Yes. Well,
This is a wonderful example how your opponent can punish you if you get your queen out of it. Again, the early attacks look like that poison honey, but if you take it, it will end up making you more and more sick. So don't get that queen out. Okay, so here I think all in all, black is having a wonderful winning position. And black is looking to simplify, but I'm still wondering why did they left their knight hanging? Because white can just first trade down here and then maybe they can do. Okay. Now white's back rank is a bit weakened here.
yes.
I think a better move could have been maybe, let's say, queen to d4, threatening a back rank in the position. And if they move something random on the board, then it can lead to some quick mates.
Yes.
Yes, finally they've gone for queen to b6, which does threaten queen b1. Queen b1, rook e1. But here, white is smart enough to open the back rank before it actually comes on them. So a
Yes.
good understanding of the position by the white here as well.
Attacking.
King, yeah. We can try with rook f8 here. Is queen check leading to a direct mate? Is queen check leading to a direct mate? Is
Yes.
queen h3 a mate? Guess
Yeah.
so.
Bishops are helping. Yeah.
Yes, it's a mate. There was a mate in one, but again, getting your more pieces into the game. I think black will have no deal finishing this game. Yes, they have
Yes.
done it. And Arav has showcased a wonderful game. Mother was making a comeback in the opening, but again, early withdrawal of the queen can have, you know, both ways. So yeah, Okay, let us take on the next request now. We are getting a request for parts right now. We are going to take on their game. Okay, so here Parth is playing white, Sony is playing black, and that just led to
L-
what it just led to.
It's better
It led
to,
to yeah, it led to a stalemate. It's a draw. I mean, look at this
yes.
king. Where is he going to go now?
Yeah, it is a stalemate.
It can't go anywhere. It's all blocked from all sides, and how has this taken place? I'm really excited to see that. Okay, so we were in an endgame where black has a pawn, black had a pawn and a bishop and a king, and there is a way to play this position basically. And this led to a stalemate. Okay, so I guess good for Parth there. I guess who got the stalemate, who had a king. We're getting a request for Hariboy Carlson too. We're going to take on the request. Okay, there's no player named from that username. Okay, we are getting repeated requests. We can start taking on them as well. I would like to feature a random game before we go into or go into any other request.
Yeah.
Okay, do me a favor. Pick a random username that we haven't featured from this list. Just pick up randomly.
The 37 Shri Hamansika.
Why not? Let's see. Okay, so Shri Hamanshika is playing with the white pieces, and Jeremy is playing from the black pieces. And we have just witnessed a checkmate on the move number 15. So we'll just
Yes.
see how did that came up because we can definitely scroll to such a less number game. So it started with the queen's pawn basic opening, and then
Mhm.
okay, at 600 700 we do not have that much of expectation from the kids.
Yes.
We just don't want them to blunder much, and we want them to play the basics first properly, which is the main goal of any player while
Yes.
learning chess. Now here we saw that the knight captured the pawn where they got 1 point and they lost three. I think these kind of things can be avoided.
Yeah,
The
that
rest,
it's two. Yes.
rook on h2 is also definitely a blunder. So again,
Yes.
what we recommend? Okay, how what are you going to recommend to these kids who are at the early learning stage? How can they avoid blundering at this point? What
It's
is going to be your advice?
according to me, it's better to follow the principles. That's why we learn basic principles. It's better to start the game like a follow one by one step. Then we will learn how to open up the game and all. That's it.
So a simple suggestion can also be following the basic opening principles is definitely something they should not miss upon. But always check your move twice before playing it actually on the board. And just make
Yes.
sure, am I making a good move, bad move? If it's a bad, look for a better move. If it's a good move, you can continue to make it.
Yes.
The game just continued, but Black did castle. Their king wasn't in the center, and they were following the basics quite well here. And they just brought more and more pieces into the attack. They threatened a simple queen helper mate, and they executed the mate after that. So good
Yes.
game by both the players, but White need to focus on reducing their blunders. It will take some time. It doesn't happen in one day. When we were also players, it never happened in day one. It took time. We practiced regularly, and those all things contributed for us becoming a good chess player and a good chess coach today. So it takes time, and consistency is the way to that. Okay. Now we are in the last 10 minutes of the tournament, and then the tournament is finally going to conclude. So let's try to see how the leaderboard is shaping right now. Okay, so this kid Kailash is having a tremendous lead of 36 points, and the kid
Yes.
on the second rank, which is Rishi, is only having the lead of 25 points. So there's a gap of like 11 points, and Kailash has made a lead and a dominance in this tournament. So probably is going to be the first, guy who wins in this tournament.
Yes.
And we can look for different kids now. Like maybe Rishi is also having a good lead of 8 points from the third kid. The Parth and Afnan both are having 22 points, so we never know how their positions can change. And the best part is they are currently taking on each other right now. So it can be a decider game before this tournament ends. Both are having 22 points. Parth is playing white, Afnan playing black. Let's see where this game goes. Okay, so currently we are in an early opening. And here, actually, black has found a very solid tactic.
Yes.
The knight has captured a bishop on c4. So, black won a piece with a discovered attack.
Yes.
So, if you try to take 3 points back from me, which I took from you, then I will take your queen. And if you save the queen, I'll save the knight after taking your bishop. So I'm minimum winning a bishop after this. But here
Yes.
there was an intermezzo sort of move. Knight captured the bishop on d6 here to counter this problem which they were in, and black again took it back. But again, I'm going to say black ended up winning two pieces. They won a bishop, white won a bishop, and then white also won a knight. So again, black is better in this. And white said, "Okay, you keep on winning pieces. I'll try to win your king." Isn't that better?
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah, but again, black had some response to this. They found a solid move, which is knight f5, defends the mating threat on on g7,
Yeah.
attacks the bishop on h6,
Yeah, it's more
attacks the queen on g3. This is sort of
solid.
like that family fort, even though one of that their own pawn is being covered in that.
Yes.
And bishop decided to do a counter attack on the queen. But isn't that a blunder? What are you
Yes.
going to play here as what? Here is black.
Here as black is
Any idea?
capturing the queen using knight, making
Definitely, because your opponent can't take your queen, right? I
yes.
take your queen with a check, so you need to save your king where you take my knight, and then I take your bishop as well. So
Yeah.
I'm just better, and that happened in real game as well. Then now white is beautifully shaping their pieces. Is playing pawn to b6 with the idea of bishop b7, setting up a silent battery on g2, and then
Yes.
threatening a mate.
Yes.
But I think white was good enough to figure that out. They
Yes.
stopped the mating threat after rook g1.
Oh, offering the pieces.
Yeah, you take my rook, I will take your king. What a
Yes.
wonderful sacrifice you did. The kid got another guy back, and black will look to simplify, right? Black says,
Yes.
I am up in the material. I will exchange pieces quickly so I can finish it off before you do anything back to me.
Yes.
Good strategy here. Again, we are threatening a mate from g2, but the king can escape this time. Oh, it can't. The king is
Oh,
now meant to go back. Yeah,
it's still a mate using rook on
king will
h1.
go back.
Yes.
Yeah, now it's a mate in one after king goes back to h1 or
Yes.
b. So definitely Afnan is going to surpass Parth after this game, and he will secure the third position.
Yes. Both of them are playing well.
There's
Black
a
is
rook
making
intervention. Yeah, both played really well, but
yes.
I think Afnan just outplayed here with a slight better endgame.
Yes.
Okay, Now, there's nothing much. Arab Shiv is on the sixth position, and Sanvi. Okay, yeah, Sanvi and Arab Shiv have the same points there. Sanvi is currently playing on Sony. If she finishes before Arab and if she wins, then she is going to maintain her. She might even surpass the part here, I guess. Let's see her game. And Sony is placed currently on the ninth position, so this is definitely a game to watch out for. Sony is playing white, Sanvi is playing black. The rating difference is of 10 or 20 points. It's not big. Okay, we see the traditional Italian on the board right now, the basic. I think white is trying to improve their knights, right?
Yes, on effective squares from oh, bishop and knight, both of them are attacking on that side.
Yes, that's true. Now the black has figured out. But maybe taking here, is that a good decision? Because now this knight is unprotected for now.
Yes, it's a bad idea.
Maybe instead of taking, they could have focused on maybe like getting more pieces on the side somehow.
Yes.
Maybe like moving this rook and getting the queen directly for a meeting. Oh,
Oh,
what just happened? Knight
it's a
took the pawn.
bishop
Yes,
captured.
bishop captured. And if black would have captured with a bishop, then knight e7 was never a problem after queen captures e7, right?
Yes,
But they took with the queen on the greediness of threatening a mate. They were about to mate, but this mate costed the mate a sort of mate on their own king with a fourth, and
yes.
they have lost their
Lose.
royal queen. I think Sony has just. I don't know how that happened, but yeah,
Before that, she's playing well.
yeah, she
Accidentally,
was
she
doing
couldn't
really
check.
well.
Yes.
I mean, she had the very good intention of doing the mate, but who knew that it will turn to the night will turn into a nightmare for their whole team.
Yes.
Okay, here I think position is looking really solid for white now, and white is now threatening the mate on g7. So it's quite evident that Sony is likely going to pick up.
Yes.
Maybe they can just move the pawn, but now it comes on the cost of losing a rook. Oh, white says, I don't want your rook. I want to threaten a mate. I just want to finish the game before the last 1 minute of the tournament ends. So they want
Yes.
to secure points. They said, I don't want your rook, Sami. No, no, sorry. I want to just get the mate and I want to collect some points before I end. And they
Yes.
got that point, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So now the leaderboard has impacted. Kailash is on the first. Wait, Rishi is catching up Kailash? How is that possible?
Adhiraj.
Kailash has picked up back-to-back points right now. I mean, Rishi has picked up back-to-back points. He's like won a few games and both have the same points. Sticking on Adhiraj right now, I think we should feature this game for last 1 minute. If somehow he wins, he might end up changing the leaderboard.
Yes.
Maiden one? Maiden? No, the bishop is there on g3. Otherwise, like
Ah,
this is the end.
still? No. There is a way.
Oh my god. Now the king can do escape. That's also a thing because queen has moved. We are in the last 20 seconds. Can something take place? Now it's difficult for black in practical terms.
Yes.
Timing is now obviously something that is going to not work in their favor. But again, you saw the difference was of 8 points, and Rishi got it in the
Yeah.
blink of some eyes. In some blinks he just managed to pick that up. So again, a
Yes.
wonderful tournament, and finally the tournament has concluded with our winners.
Rishi played very well.
Yeah, Rishi played amazing there. So now we have Zian on the 10th position with 18 points. We have Mr. Chess Forever on the ninth position with 18 points. We have Sony on the 8th position with 18 points. All the three have 18 till now. We have Tanish on the 7th position with 19 points. We have Sanvi on the 5th position with 20 points. Again, okay, we have Arav on the 6th position with 20 points. So we see, and then we have Parth on the 4th position with 22 points. One thing that I'm, willing to say here, if you see the difference of points from the 10th position to the 4th position, it is just a matter of 4 points. And just now we saw that Rishi caught up 8 points within like a couple of minutes.
Yes.
So covering 4 points was not a big deal for these kids, and the competition was really, really solid. We have
Yes.
the second runner up of this position of this tournament, Afnan. He got this third position, and he has 26 points. He has a win rate of 69 percentage. Then we have
Rishi.
Rishi on the second position. Amazing comeback by the kid. He got 40 points, and he has the win rate of 69 percentage. And then finally we have the winner of the tournament, Kailash, with 40 points and a whooping win rate of 92 percentage. Now,
Yes.
most of the viewers must be wondering, if Rishi Kailash got the same points, why are they ranked different? The reason is Kailash has the win rate of 92%. He
Yes.
has won more number of games as compared to Rishi. So he has played less games, but he has ended up winning most of them. Rishi had played more games, but he has lost a few more than Kailash, because of which this difference has came up due to the algorithm of the leeches.
Yes.
Thank you so much, viewers, for tuning in and making this a special eve. Thank you so much, Coach Bhavna, for tuning us and making this eve better for all our viewers.
Thank you,
We
sir.
congratulate to all the winners and all the participants as well for coming here, showcasing your skills. Again, coming on a weekend is a challenging task, because you have to spend time with your family, but your dedication to chess is definitely evident that you love chess. And this experience will help you to get better at games. Your coaches will help you to analyze the games before the next tournament. Bhavna, thank you so much for joining us. If you have to share a word, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much to you, sir, and very congratulations to all three and all of the players. And best wishes for you all for the next tournament, so that you played well. Most I really enjoyed the tournament I saw today, and that's it. Thank you. Good day.
Thank you. So, just a small request before you all leave. If you are liking our work, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, hit the bell icon, and if you find the hype button below this stream, please hype this stream up. So whenever next time we go live, the YouTube's algorithm will recommend our stream to more of the viewers, and it will help us to grow better on YouTube. So we request all the viewers to hit the like, share, subscribe, and please click on the hype button if you are getting it. Take care till then. Bye and have a good time.
The pain I felt is paid